Welcome back. It's America Under Distress, America Under Siege. Thank you for your support of this channel, and the views are getting up there and the subscriptions are getting up there. But the number one goal of this channel is getting the information out. That's one thing that I'm very happy about, that I'm trying to do about this channel. I think it's catching on. But the main thing is, this channel is about free thinkers. People that want to know the truth and want to know the past. And why are we here today? Why do we have so many problems? Operation Paperclip, 1,600 scientists that came over here post-World War II to help the United States, but many of them should have been brought up for war trials, war crimes. But they did. Some of them did, but most of the 1,600 didn't. Why? I'll get to that in the mentality video, in about 4 or 5 videos, about how the mentality changes the United States had post-World War II, prior to World War I. From 1 to 2, it's totally different. We used to be isolationists. We're not isolationists anymore. But coming down to the end of this, I'm going to come out to showing you liberation of concentration camps that Operation Paperclip members worked at. They should have been held accountable for what they had. This should have been taught to us in high school. Not elementary, too intense. Not in middle school, still too intense. But definitely in high school. I'm going to turn this down. Okay. It should have been taught to you in high school, like I just said. But basically, number one, as I already showed you, the liberation of Nordhausen. It was an age-restricted video. It was pretty intense. It had the real footage from the Army when it liberated Nordhausen. Nordhausen was where the V weapons were built in the beginnings of our space program. Right here. Okay? That's where they were built. I just sent that one out there. Again, that's an age-restricted video. You can't go into it unless you have to sign in with your age. The next one is, which is today, which is going to be Dachau. Dachau was the first concentration camp back in 1933. It was liberated in 1945. All the SS officers and all the SS personnel that worked in camps went through Dachau. Many of the people in Operation Paperclip were SS officers. Werner von Braun was one of them. He was a major in the SS. He was the one credited for the father of the space program. Okay? And I'll be showing you this video, which is age restricted. I'll also send out another video, which is a tour from the camp. Basically going through the tour. It's called Top Secret Tours. I'm going to show you both of them. One's age restricted and one is not age restricted, so that everybody can check it out. Maybe you don't want to take on both of them, that's fine. But the purpose of this is we let these men and their families into the United States knowing full well what they had done. Okay, the next one is basically, I'll go through Auschwitz 1, 2, and 3, and then Birkenau. I'll actually have a short little clip of a Holocaust survivor. That won't be too long. And then I'm going to switch to Mauthausen. The reason why I'm putting Mauthausen is I don't know anybody that was in Operation Paperclip at Mauthausen. Maybe there was, but I'm going to keep researching that. The reason why I'm doing that is that there's a Medal of Honor store, and we also put out Medal of Honor things out here too as well. That was him and his family was put in Mauthausen. He got out, joined the Army, he immigrated to the United States, joined the Army. He goes to Korea. He becomes a captain. He also wins the Medal of Honor. He's an immigrant, and he's actually a Hungarian Jew. Okay. And then I'll come to the end with the mentality video, then I'll go into education. Okay, since I'm a retired history teacher, that's it. So basically now what I'm going to do is show you this video from an age-restricted one, which is the liberation of Dachau. And I'll also send out the liberation of Dachau tour sometime today or tomorrow. Okay, here's the video. April 29th, 1945, the liberation of Dachau. American troops liberate Dachau. Here's the video. Coming right to This is American troops liberating Nazi concentration camp Dachau, April 29th, 1945. This has no sound. I'll do a little bit of commentary, but I want you to see the words that I will speak is only in certain areas because I want the pictures to tell the story of the legacy of Operation Paperclip, which is the Holocaust. Here it is. This is an old video. It's kind of dark in some places. The prisoners are fighting back. They've been held captive for so many years or for however long. They're angry. And some of them are lashing out against their captors, rightfully so. Peace. Close. Taking off their striped uniforms. Camp, May 3rd, 1945. Giving them some food finally. Children. They've starved for so long, and there's food, and they're rushing to get more food. Zyklon B. Maybe people, those are towns members actually seeing what was going on in the camp. In some camps, American soldiers and the officers see what was actually going on here. Religious services in Dachau, May 5th, 1945.